Welcome to the T-Pac Arcade. Today's game is Astroblast for the Atari 2600. In this 1982 shoot-'em-up from Mattel Electronics, you're a laser base blowing up space stuff, as all good laser bases should. So this is a fixed shooter, meaning you only move along one axis. In this case, horizontally at the bottom of the playfield, while blasting hazards that fall from above. This game supports joysticks or paddle controllers. You know, the ones that are like volume knobs that you twist back and forth? Or you can just play on your laptop with a mouse, if you're like me and your paddle controllers are all broken. Not quite the authentic experience, but good enough, I guess. Anyway, blasting hazards with your lasers earns you points, while hazards that hit the planet's surface intact subtract points, which makes for a dynamic give and take to the scoring. Do you play riskier, trying to blast as much as possible to score faster? Or do you play conservatively, staying in a safer range to slowly build up your score? Or do you play like me, and just get destroyed constantly, regardless of your strategy? Because I'm really bad at this game, and I get hit by everything all the time. Like the asteroids. There are little asteroids, there are big asteroids, and there are big asteroids that split into little asteroids. If you've got the option, try to blast the little ones, because they're worth more points, both as gains and losses. There are also pulsars, which are diamond-shaped homing missiles. These come with a warning siren, as they zigzag down the screen at you. Luckily, they don't subtract points on impact with the planet, but they are a pain to deal with, whether you dodge them or blast them. Now, spinner bombs are the most important hazard, and they rightfully come with their own warning siren too. These are the only things you have to blast every time, because if they make it to the planet's surface, you lose points and a life. I will admit though, making these a requirement to destroy adds a nice balance to the gameplay, because even if you use a more reserved strategy of generally sticking to one area of the screen, you've still got to branch out to get the spinners wherever they appear, whether you like it or not. The last hazard is the UFO, which skirts across the top of the screen, dropping bombs, but these only appear after level 20. The quote-unquote levels in this game are based on your score. Every time you pass a 1,000-point threshold, you earn an extra life, and things get faster and more difficult. But they're also worth more points, up to level 50. Not that I ever got that far. My only goal was to reach 20k to see the UFO, because who wouldn't want to see a UFO? Especially because the UFO graphic is pretty cool, or cool enough at least. Astroblast isn't going to win any awards with its visuals, but they do the job just fine. And there's some nice touches here and there, like the background color changes for each level and the spinning animation on the bombs. I only wish there weren't any white asteroids, because white designates the special hazards like spinners and pulsars, so sometimes I'd see a white asteroid and my brain would get tricked into gunning for it even when I didn't need to. Stupid goldfish brain. And while the sound design here is mostly utilitarian, I like the deep explosion effects and the dedicated alarm tones for pulsars and spinners. You definitely don't want to play Astroblast on mute, because things move so fast that those warning sirens are indispensable. The most novel aspect of Astroblast is definitely the dynamic scoring that goes up and down as things get by or get blasted. Of course, the game designers were smart enough to keep you from cheesing this system by earning extra lives dipping above and below the same 1,000-point range, because you only get a bonus life after the first time you pass a given threshold. Curses. As far as challenge goes, Astroblast doesn't mess around. It starts fast and frenetic, and only gets more so the longer you play. I still think it's a miracle I ever made it past 20k to see the UFOs. That being said, if you are a maniac and the default game is too easy for your godlike reflexes, setting the right difficulty switch to A starts you at level 50 automatically. I did try that once or twice and lost all my laser bases almost instantly. There is one helpful tip though. Setting the left difficulty switch to A instead of B gives you auto-fire, which is obviously the way to go, because you never want to not be firing your laser, which is probably my favorite part of Astroblast. It really nails that balance of kicking your butt while still making you feel powerful enough to fight back with your constant stream of deadly laser beams. It's the kind of thing that really encourages that just one more round mentality. I only wish the difficulty ramp started a bit easier. The first 1,000 points are arguably the most difficult to earn every time you play, so getting into a good run is never as smooth as you'd like it to be. Overall, Astroblast is definitely one of the most frenzied shoot-'em-ups on the Atari, but if you're itching to see some UFOs and you're armed with a working paddle controller, or for the less fortunate, a working laptop and computer mouse, there's plenty of asteroid blasting fun to be had here.